Hey guys, Don't You Free here today. We've got another video today. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Predicting the summer tournament of Euro 2020 to be played in 2021. That's how mad this world is these days. But group stages obviously will come first in these predictions, followed by the knockouts, and then I'll give you my winner and a few other predictions as well, including top goal scorer, young player and player of the tournament. So I'm going to start off with Group A, obviously, because it's the first one there. And then you've got, in this group, you've got Italy, Switzerland, Wales and Turkey. And I think that's how that order will finish. I think it'll be Italy top. Should be way too strong for this group. Should be keeping at least 2 clean sheets, I think, for me, against Turkey and Wales. With them in quick counter-attack. Switzerland, they don't have many star players, but they've got the quality to get through. They've got Xhaka, Shaqiri. I can't even remember at the top of my head, but they've got some top players in there. But they've been through every group stage since 2014, so that's a stat will be in their favour. Wales have a good, strong bunch of players like your Ramses, your Bales, but they've struggled not taking many shots, especially in their friendlies against France and Albania. But we shouldn't rule them off what they did in 2016. They've kept 10 clean sheets in the last 13 games. They're doing okay, but I don't think they'll be strong enough for this group. And then you have Turkey. You don't know many of the players apart from Siumche, I can't remember his name, the Leicester centre-back. They've got the striker from Lille and Çalhanoğlu if he's still playing. But apart from that, that's how Group 8 will finish. I think it'll be Italy top, Switzerland, Wales, Turkey. Moving on to Group B. This consists of Denmark, Finland, Belgium and Russia. And I do believe that Belgium will easily win this group. They could come up with their B team and still win this group. That's how confident I think they will win this group. They're number 1 team in the world going into the tournament. They should be too strong for this one. Denmark, they did well in the Nations League. They played Belgium, they played England and Iceland. They came second in that group. I feel they could have a decent Euros after having a good World Cup. And I feel they could be the underdog for this tournament. I think they could go far. Russia, they were underestimated in the World Cup. They got to the quarterfinals. I think they got knocked out by Croatia. That was it, on penalties. I feel they'd be too strong for Belgium and Denmark. But I wouldn't rule on that being maybe there or whereabouts to the third place position. And Finland, they only have Pukki really as their threat. I think they're really there just to make up the numbers. So I'm predicting Belgium top, Denmark, Russia and Finland to be the order of Group B. Okay, Group C, this consists of Austria, North Macedonia, Netherlands and Ukraine. Netherlands, they should be winning this group for me. I think they'll be top of this group still. But they've shown poor quality without VVD, without Virgil van Dijk obviously, and have a solid group of players to win this group. It's just if they gel correctly, then they should be okay. Austria have had a couple of decent players. You've got Sabitzer, Alaba, Lazaro, and they showed some decent qualities against England. They're not compact. Obviously, they did panic on Saka's goal, but they did hit the bar a few times. They were close. I feel they come second in this group for me. And the third place and fourth place is really decided between the Ukraine and North Macedonia game. It's going to be an awful tournament for them too, I feel. They won't go any far. No strong players at all on either side. I think it's just going to be a rubbish tournament for them. If any of them get through, count themselves lucky, or just played really well and completely proved me wrong. But I think Group C will be Netherlands, Austria, Ukraine, North Macedonia. Okay, Group D, the big one for the UK. It consists of England, Croatia, Scotland and the Czech Republic. And actually, that's how I feel the group will finish. I think Czech Republic will be last for me. They've always struggled in group stages in this tournament. And I feel it will be the same. I think it's Souček, the CDM for West Ham. I feel that he's the best player for them. And that's all they got. Yes, they beat England a few years ago in a World Cup qualifier, but they shouldn't have any strength for me. I think Scotland will come third. Now, I think Scotland will actually have a good tournament, especially from the group stage, and I think they'll definitely be favourites to getting out. I think they've underestimated because they've got a lot of like decent Premier League players in there, with a few other Scottish players from the SPFL. I feel I could cause an upset in this tournament. I think there's a team that could go far. I don't want to predict that as an England fan, but I feel that's what might happen. Croatia will come second, but could come third. I think that Croatia-Scotland game will be a good game. But they haven't got as many strong players. Around the midfield, obviously got Modric and Rakitic. But apart from that, they're pretty weak compared to where they were in 2018 World Cup, getting to the final. And well, England, they're favourites to get in the group, have a very solid, strong 26 squad. But struggled in the friendlies against Austria. Austria, we can give them the first game in a while. Good team. But the Romania game, we had so many chances. And to miss a penalty, but score a penalty. But Henderson's missing a penalty. We should have battered them 3-4-0 at least. Like, we just need to take our chances for me. But I feel Group D will finish England top, Croatia second, Scotland third, and Czech Republic fourth. Moving on to Group E, consisting of Poland, Slovakia, Spain, and Sweden. For me, Spain will win this group. They don't have the strongest team they've ever seen, but I feel they've got enough players to play the Spain way, the tiki-taka football, the quick-moving football. And they should win this group for me. Yes, it's the strongest group. They've got no Barca or Madrid players, but I feel that they've still got good enough quality. Obviously getting a 0-0 draw against Portugal, who are one of the favourites of this competition. Poland have the best striker in the world at the minute, Robert Lewandowski, and they'll need to give him the service to survive and stay strong, because in the World Cup they didn't give him the service and they went out in a really winnable group. But I think there will be strongness. There's something about Poland. They'll definitely be strong. Now, Slovakia, third place for me in this group. They'll have a mixed squad going into the tournament. Feel like they could do something against Poland if they play very well. But like Newcastle or have seen it for years, Dubravka is going to be playing out of his skin again. Needs to be. Sweden have a very weak team without no Zlatan. I can't see him getting any other points in here. And again, I think we'll just be a team to make up the numbers. So Group E, Spain top, Poland second, Slovakia third, and Sweden fourth. Now Group F, the group of death. Hungary, Portugal, France, and Germany all in this group. Now, let's just get it out of the way. France top, that's a guarantee. They're too strong for Portugal, Germany, and Hungary. Hungary will be last. They're the lowest nation in this group. I wouldn't expect them to do anything. You just expect them to get battered every game. Too old for them. Yes, they've got a decent keeper, but that's about it. Germany and Portugal, that game is going to go down to the wire. And I think, hang on, it's the second game for both these teams in the tournament. So we got to look at this game as a crucial game. If Germany win it, I think they'll come second. If Portugal win it, they'll come second. But Portugal got CR7. Anything can happen when he's in a tournament. You see what he did at the World Cup. You see what he did at the previous Euros. Technically, Portugal are the holders. They're coming in with, we need to hold on to this trophy. Germany have been struggling though up front, especially obviously Werner's fault. It's been well documented in the Premier League this season to be very poor. But it's been put in the national team. Yes, they've got a good midfield. Kimmich, Goretzka, I think they'll be very strong. Neuer, one of the best keepers in the world in the minute. But defensively, they look poor. The back line doesn't look as strong as it could be. I feel Germany will be third for me, and I think Portugal's second, but only just. Right, before I predict the knockouts, obviously, I will need to put 4 teams through, into the next round. I'm going to go with Wales because I feel they can get a draw from somewhere. Scotland, like I said, the Croatia game, they could win it for me, but you never know. Slovakia, I can see them getting something against Poland, as I said. And Germany, I feel it's going to be a goal difference one because Russia, Ukraine, I think, will get battered in their group. But Germany might be able to hold on against the Portugals and the France and maybe batter Hungary. For me, it's just batter the lower teams and hold on if you can against the stronger teams. But that's my predictions going into the knockouts, which are for the round of 16. Belgium versus Slovakia. That's an easy Belgium win. Italy versus Austria. That's an easy Italy win. France-Wales. That's an easy France win. Croatia-Poland. First game which is actually even. And I'm just going to slightly go for Croatia for what they did in the World Cup. Not saying anything against Poland. Poland could easily win that game. But Lewandowski on his own could struggle in the round of 16. Spain, Scotland, as much as I do think the Scotland squad has got a good competition, I think Spain will win this one. England, Portugal. Now this will be the first of many tough games going into the group. Round of 16 for England. I do think there's something about Portugal which England could beat quite easily, but I'm not going to say that. Well, I have said that. But I do think we'll beat them, but I think it'll be close. Netherlands, Germany, another even game. Like I said, both teams struggling recently. I do think that this game will go the distance, and you always got to back the Germans on penalties. So I'm going to say the Germans are going to go through. Switzerland, Denmark, another even game. I think Denmark will just have enough to go through though. With the quarterfinals, we've got Belgium, Italy. Now, this is another game where I think it'll go the distance. Not because Belgium have been maybe weak defensively, like Mark Goldbridge said. I generally think they'll go the distance. I just don't think they'll have enough to get past Donnarumma. Donnarumma, a really good keeper. Italy will score goals, but will also concede. So, I mean, I've just contradicted myself there, but you never know. I feel this will be a penalty shootout, and I back Italy to win this one. France, Croatia, again, I repeat the World Cup. They've played each other in the Nations League. France always seems to win this fixture, and I feel that's how it'll come out. Spain, England, another tough game for England, but there's been loads of games with, well, I'll say loads of 2 games recently where Spain won at England and we won at Spain. So it's going to be close, but I think England will win this one. All right, and then Germany, Denmark. This is one of the games of the Germans where I think the pressure will come to them. This should be an easy game, but I think Denmark will come through. I mean, Denmark should be underestimated. They've got some decent players. So I think Italy, France, England and Denmark will go through, meaning that it'll be Italy, France in the first semi-final, and I feel that actually might be a close game. But I'm going to back France to go through. But not by much. And England, Denmark, again, we played them in the Nations League. We got a 0-0 draw and a 1-0 defeat, I think, on a penalty to Christian Eriksen. So this is not an easy game, as people thought, for England. However, I do going to back them to go to the final, but I'm going to back them to lose the final against France. I think France are way too strong for this tournament, and just will be. It's the front three. They've got Griezmann and Mbappe, and I think Dembele's going to actually be too good for them. They've got a decent back line, they've got decent midfield, they've got N'Golo Kante, the TikTok meme at the minute, but he is a really good player. He's won the Champions League, he's won 3 man matches, especially in the semi-final and the final. He's going to be too strong for them. And that is my Euro predictions, with the fact I think Harry Kane will be top goal scorer. I think, again, Kylian Mbappe will be the best young player. I think player of the tournament, you could look at N'Golo Kante, you could look like a Phil Foden, you could look at a maybe a Donnarumma if Italy have to make so many saves. You could also look at teams that gone out very early but played very well. But I'm going to stick with the safe option and go N'Golo Kante for player of the tournament. That has been my Euro predictions. It could be really right, it could be really wrong, you never know. But if you did, leave a like, comment and subscribe for more Euros content throughout the summer, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, guys.